Hello everyone. We all know that CBSE has changed the paper pattern for this year for class 10. Instead of the regular
20 objective type questions.
which we had till last year, it has now 16 one markers, and the next four questions are the case study based questions. Now these case study based questions are the questions in which each question has five subparts given to us, and out of these five subparts a child is supposed to do any four of them. This is something new that has been added. So let me show you the case study question. A nut is a type of a fastener with a threaded hole. Nuts are almost always used in conjunction with a mating bolt to fasten multiple parts together. So this is a picture of a nut and a bolt. Now in the figure shown, a nut is in the form of a hollow solid with six square faces on the side. The two hexagonal faces are incomplete due to the circular hole. The area of one complete hexagonal face without the hole is S centimeters square, and the area of the square is 9 centimeters square. The radius of the circle is 2 centimeters. Find the volume of the solid in centimeter cube. And these are the options given. So let me try to solve the question. This is the first subpart. As I told you, there will be five subparts. So this is the first one among them. Here, this square
Of area 9 centimeters square. So it
is of side 3 centimeters. Radius is how much? 2 centimeters. So what will be the volume of this solid? The volume of this solid will be equal to the volume of this hexagonal solid minus the volume of this inner cylinder. Now how to find out the volume of this hexagonal solid? We always take the volume to be as the area of cross section multiplied by the height. If I take the volume of the cylinder, it is what? It is given by area of the base pi r square multiplied by height. If I take the volume for cuboid, it is length into breadth, the area of the base multiplied by its height. That is how we get L into B into H. So for this hexagon also, it is going to be area of the cross section multiplied by the height. And what is area of the cross section? It is equal to the area of this hexagon minus the area of this circle. Area of the hexagon is given to us as S. S minus pi r square becomes the area of the cross section multiplied by its height, which is 3. So I get the answer as 3 into S minus pi into 2 square, which is equal to 3 into S minus 4 pi. So the options given to me were these. So out of these, the C option is the correct option. I can safely take C as the correct answer. So C, that is thrice of S minus 4 pi, is the correct option. Let us come to the second subpart now. If the nut is to be coated completely with anti-rust paint, what is the area in centimeter square to be painted? Now, if I want to paint this completely, again have a look at the figure. That means I need to paint these six square faces which are forming the hexagonal body. I need to paint this hexagonal base, but from this I'll have to subtract this circular this circle. Exactly same I'll be having on the opposite side, the top portion of the nut. Then I'll be also painting the inner side of the cylinder. So I can safely say the total surface area of the nut is equal to surface area of six square faces plus area of the top plus the area of the base, which is a hexagon, minus the area of the circle, um, plus the inner curved surface area of the cylinder. So that is equal to how much? 6 into 3 square. The side of each square is 3. So its area comes out to be as 3 square. Since there are 6 square faces, so 6 into 3 square. Area of the top, it is the area of the hexagon, which is S, minus the area of the circle, which is pi r square, so pi into 2 square. So that is the area of the top, area of the base, and plus the area of the inner curved surface area, which is equal to 2 pi r s. So 2 into pi into radius is 2 and the height is 3. So if I completely solve this, it comes out to be how much? 54 plus 2s plus 4 pi. So the correct answer is the C part, 54 plus 4 pi plus 2s. That is the correct answer. Let us come to the third subpart. Value of S. Now, one good question which really intrigued me. Let us see the solution. S was what? S is the area of this hexagon, right? Now, this hexagon, if you take, I join the diagonals, then it will be forming six equilateral triangles or not? Now, see here, because it's a regular hexagon, then each angle is how much? Each angle will be equal to 360 upon 6, which is equal to 60 degrees. Vertical angle is 6. It's a regular hexagon. That means all the diagonals are going to be equal. That means each part will be half of the diagonal. An isosceles triangle. So this becomes an equilateral triangle. So that means that this hexagon can be taken as sum of 6 equilateral triangles. So its area will be equal to area of 6 equilateral triangles of side 3 centimeters, which is 6 into area of 1 equilateral triangle of side 3 centimeters, which comes out to be 6 into root 3 upon 4 into 3 square, which finally comes out to be 27 root 3 by 2. So the answer is the B part is the correct option. So we can write that. So again, the third part is done. The fourth part is the center hole is to be filled completely with copper. What is the volume of the copper required? Now the center hole is what? Center hole is this cylindrical portion. This complete hole, this cavity has to be completely filled with the copper. So the volume of the copper required to fill this hole, this cavity is what? It will be equal to volume of the cylinder of radius 2 centimeters and height 3 centimeters. So it is equal to the volume of the copper required is equal to volume of the cylindrical hole, which is equal to pi r square h. R is 2 and h is 3. I'll put the values and I'll get the answer as 12 pi. So the option C is the correct option, and that is the answer. The last part, fifth part, the copper sphere of radius 30 centimeter needs to be melted to fill the hole completely in each of the n such nuts. Now the value of n is, we have the options given to us. To calculate the value of n, I'll have to use the concept that the volume remains the same. So the volume of the copper in the copper sphere will be equal to volume of copper in the n cylindrical holes, and this volume of copper in the n cylindrical holes will be equal to volume of n such cylindrical holes. That means it is going to be equal to n into volume of one cylinder. So hence, we'll be getting that the volume of the copper, the sphere 4 upon 3 pi r cube will be equal to n into volume of one cylinder, which is pi r square h. Capital R is given to us as 30 centimeters. This R it is given to us as 2 centimeters. And the height is how much? Height is 3 centimeters. Pi and pi cancels and n comes out to be 4 into 30 cube divided by 2 square into 3, and this 3 was also there, so which gives me n is equal to 3000. So hence I can safely say that the B option is the correct answer, and this finishes off the case study question. So this is one of the sample questions for the case study. I really like this question, and I felt that you all should be knowing that what kind of questions can be asked. Go through the sample papers of CBSE, wherein 4 questions are given in the paper. I'll be sending more questions. I'll be making more videos for the case studies and sharing them with you all. Thank you so much.